President, the Senate is in the middle of a busy work period, and we have a lot to accomplish in the coming weeks and months. And we have some great opportunities for bipartisan collaboration. Market structure legislation, the Lindsey Graham Sanctioning Russia Act, the National Defense Authorization Act, FISA. But at the top of the list right now is funding the government. If there's any responsibility we have as members of Congress, it is that. And our country cannot afford another shutdown like the two shutdowns we've experienced over the course of this fiscal year. Shutdowns take a toll on our economy, on our national security. They create havoc at airports. And of course, they take an incredible toll on hardworking Americans inside and outside of government whose paychecks depend on the government being open. I think a lot of Americans remember pretty clearly what things looked like during the Democrats' two record-breaking shutdowns this past year. Government workers lining up at food banks, charging essentials on credit cards and taking up any work they could find in hopes of being able to make ends meet. Government services reduced. National security agencies strained. I don't think any American who traveled will forget the effect those two shutdowns had on air travel. Hours-long TSA lines snaking, I should say, around airport concourses and out airport doors. Canceled and delayed flights. A nationwide reduction in air traffic when our air traffic control system could no longer safely maintain regular flight schedules. And the list goes on. We cannot have this again, Mr. President. And that's why I've asked Appropriations Chair Collins to draft a bipartisan and clean continuing resolution to fund the government until after the November election. And I intend for the Senate to vote on that before we head to our states to work during August. The Senate Appropriations Committee is hard at work reviewing anomalies from OMB to ensure we have a bipartisan product ready to move quickly. No one is served by our waiting until the last minute to take this up. And after all that our country has been through with the past two shutdowns, the American people deserve to have confidence that their government will be open and running. Not to mention the fact that government employees, like our own staffers and the Capitol Police officers standing guard around this building, deserve to know that their paychecks will be coming. It was not a good year on the government funding front with two record-breaking government shutdowns, but we have an opportunity now to chart a new path. I'm encouraged that so far my Democrat colleagues have signaled that they do not want to force another government shutdown. And I appreciate Chair Collins' work to engage with Democrats and produce a bipartisan continuing resolution. No one, Mr. President, is served by another shutdown, not either political party, and most of all, not the people that we represent. So I look forward to bringing up a bipartisan CR in the coming days, and I urge all of my colleagues to support this legislation and give the American people the certainty that they deserve.